So, I've got a lot to say, and I've got a long time to say it because it's ramble time. First thing I want to say is, this ramble is going to be evidence that just because I became a YouTube partner through a network, that does not mean that I changed one goddamn bit. This is chicken McNuggets, by the way, from McDonald's. And I think they're actually made with real chickeny chicken now. But we'll get to that. First, I'm gonna talk about some of the videos that I've watched, do the response portion of my ramble, because I don't want people to have to watch the whole fucking ramble if they don't want to. First response I'm gonna say is to, let's see, Eagle Eye 1975, behind the scenes, Cardinal Virtues, Rational Roundtable. I just watched his fucking video on this shit. His video, what was it called? I got my mouse here. Being an A** hole is not illegal. You know, saying the word asshole isn't illegal either. Quit being a bitch. Put the real fucking words in there. Fucking Christian fucking sensibilities are being offended. Oh no! Oh no! Barbecue fucking sauce. So, what I gotta say to all of them is, what the fuck cities do you guys live in? Because last few cities I've lived in, they don't work exactly the way that you do. You seem to think that it's wrong for the Chicago mayor to keep Chick-fil-A from having a Chick-fil-A in fucking Chicago, right? Or whatever fucking city it is. Let me tell you what. Here's the difference between activists that does in real life and fucking slacktivists like you all. I've seen some shit. It gives me a different perspective on this. In fact, I sit through city council meetings, then I post those fucking videos on the fucking internet for people to see what all goes on. Now, when my city council convenes, there's always, like, items on the agenda that, they're hot button issues. There's 2 or 3 every fucking week. Every 2 weeks they meet, right? But some of the agenda items are zoning issues and accepting or denying people's permits for things like bars, right? And what they look at when they're accepting or denying whether another bar can be built on the downtown strip is they look at the reputation of the bar owner or the prospective bar owner. They look at the reputation of the company and they decide, is this company going to fit the image that we're trying to build for our community? And where should you guys fucking remember the whole term community building? Probably from the YouTube terms of service, but we'll get to that too. Here's what I'm trying to say. When a fucking city becomes a city, it has to incorporate as a city, right? And one of those things that corporation that is the city has to look out for is the community. All right? So, decisions like this get made all the fucking time. Are we going to allow this seedy strip club to be right here in this part of town? Or are we going to say, no, we're going to ban strip clubs, you know, because we don't like nudity? You know? But also, in my city, they're going to look at a bar owner and see, does he have any evidence of being an upstanding citizen? Is he going to later try to put some seedy waitresses in with, you know, skimpy, well, cowboy chaps with bikinis? They don't like that shit here in my town. And so what they look at is the character of the organization trying to build the bar. We've got some places downtown, some fucking prime real estate that is empty because they can't find someone who they want to move in because they're worried about the community. All right? And the people in this community vote them into office in order to look out for this community image. All right? This shit happens all the time. I've got another example for you. You guys might know that I followed the Occupy protests in my town quite closely. Right, you fuckers? After the first initial 1-month permit was given to the Occupy protesters in order to be on this one corner in the park, and the city was concerned about the community image, they decided to put a moratorium on all fucking permits of that type, right? They didn't want any political speech whatsoever. But then, you can go ahead and look at the kind of political speech that they did allow a little bit later, like the fucking Tea Party, who are allowed to get permits for that same fucking park. Yeah, it happens all the fucking time. And it happens under this little gray area in the fucking law called discretion. Okay? So it's just like in my town, I have one of the only cities, because we're surrounded by military bases, one of the only cities where the cops do not immediately look at your license plate, see that you're from out of town, and decide, oh, big chicken dinner, you know, write you a fucking ticket, because you're never going to come back to dispute it. Cops here are actually better about that. You do see a discrepancy between, you know, age or color of skin, or whether or not you have some pagan bumper stickers on the back of your car, because we're right next to Focus on the Family, and, you know, there's a community to be looked after here. But you see that police use their discretion all the fucking time for the benefit of the community image. All the fucking time in this city. And all of it falls in that gray area of discretion. And I'm going to fucking say that if a person building a community and has the fucking purview and discretion to fucking allow certain companies in their city or not, they should be fucking looking out for their community. Alright? And whether or not allowing Chick-fil-A into the community was, you know, something that the citizens wanted, you know, if that person acted wrongly, he's going to get voted out of office next time around. Where you guys should fucking recognize this community shit is from the terms of service in YouTube. And I'm going to say that there's a lot of fucking shit in the terms of service in YouTube that actually restricts your rights. You know, bullying and hate speech and all that is a lot stricter than U.S. law. See, there's terms of service, then there's U.S. law, which sometimes actually restricts your rights too, right? And then there's the actual ideal. And that's what I'm appealing to all the time, is it's not right to flag something just because you can, just because YouTube gives it to you, or just because it's against the law what somebody did in whatever country that they're in, because the law was written to restrict fucking free speech and stuff. There is another authority to appeal to. And in the case of Chick-fil-A versus communities that don't want Chick-fil-A, there's a reason why we have different communities in different states in our union in the United States, because some people want to live where everything is the way that their community likes it within as far as the eye can see. And if something's different, it happens outside of their community. What about the rights of the people who want to live harmoniously? You know? Okay, so everybody who I just responded to, the rest of this show, this Ramble video is going to be about other topics, and you can skip it. I'm going to give you an out right now. Okay, so I'm eating McDonald's Chicken McNuggets. And not Chick-fil-A. And I did make the conscious decision not to eat at Chick-fil-A. But I made that conscious decision long before this whole controversy came up. The failure of a fucking protest that turned into an appreciation day. It's amazing how much the protest failed and how it turned into an appreciation day. And I'd like to see if Chick-fil-A's sales actually get better or worse. Because you guys should know that it wasn't originally a Chick-fil-A appreciation day. It was a protest. It was a whole bunch of little protests that broke out all over the internet. You get invited to these fucking ask Chick-fil-A for a cup of water because Jesus said if you meet a stranger who's thirsty, you should give him water, you know. And they quote the fucking Bible and try to use it against Chick-fil-A. That's all good. It started as a protest. The counter-protest grew bigger than the protest and scared away all the protests. I mean, I saw a little coverage about a kiss-in and shit. And Inventor Gorilla had a video about this. You know, where he's saying the same thing. You know, where was the protest? The protest was a failure. And yeah, it raised awareness that Chick-fil-A supports all these things that are Christian values. Or conservative Christian values. Some Christians wouldn't like what they're doing. But here's something I want to know. Because I have been choosing the places that I give my money for a while based on, you know, what are the political ramifications of it. How many of you motherfuckers who are never going to eat at Chick-fil-A again are going to get your gas at a place that buys their oil from OPEC? Because, you know, Chick-fil-A supports, you know, their view of marriage, and they want to keep gays from marrying. But OPEC, all the countries that have oil coming from them for OPEC, they fucking kill homosexuals, you know? So, where do you fucking fill up your gas? Now, I fill up my gas at Conoco, right? I actually worked at a Conoco for a while in Lake Charles, Louisiana. A Conoco refinery. And although they took a lot of domestic oil from the Gulf of Mexico, and they took a lot of oil from actual oil wells on land in Louisiana, they still had the ability to buy oil from OPEC every now and again. So, even though I'm not wanting to support OPEC at all, you know, religious statism and killing homosexuals and the whole works, you know, there are a pretty general set of values that you get when you let go of religion and don't have that dictating your decisions anymore. You know, you start to come to certain conclusions like hating on the gays bad, killing gays even worse, you know, religion running a whole country very bad. So I don't like to support OPEC, right? So where are you getting your gas from? That's what I want to know. Some of you motherfuckers probably were avoiding BP. Any fucking BP station, you're just gonna fucking avoid that shit because they caused an oil spill. Right? That oil spill killed a lot of wildlife. Didn't kill any human beings that happened to be gay. And here's the kicker. I saw a bunch of BP stations. They were franchises. When that oil spill happened, they changed their franchise logo as if they were like any fucking better. They changed their franchise from being BP to, you know, Roadrunner or some other fucking off-brand. The people who had the franchise contract with BP just decided, fuck it, we don't want to be BP anymore because your image is going down the shitter. So, is it safe to buy gas there now? I mean, when the gas station isn't even connected to a fucking refinery or a big company that you know, like Mobil or, you know, ExxonMobil or Conoco or something. Let me tell you what. Gas stations buy gas from all sorts of refineries. Even if it's a fucking BP, it can buy gas from Conoco. Even if it's Conoco, it can buy from BP just as easily. And especially when, excuse me, especially when BP's fucking public face was just fucking ruined by their oil spill. You know, their oil was cheaper on the market, so a brand of gasoline that doesn't put its own additives in the gas or doesn't have to kowtow to the boutique fuels requirements of some counties and some states, that gas can be sold anywhere. So how do you even know if you're actually boycotting stuff, if that boycott is actually effective? Because whatever brand is publicly has a good face of gas, they can buy from all the evil people. So, chicken nuggets used to be made with pink slime. Now they got like whole chicken bits in them. And they taste a little bit better, right? Because a whole bunch of fucking activists made pink slime fucking not as appealing. I mean, I would say that a certain clip on a show, Jamie's fucking Food Nation, whatever, when he was making the fucking pink slime patties, a lot of people have seen that fucking clip. And yeah, it's bad that the fucking pink slime was getting in our food in that way. But where are they putting it now? You know, they've got this product, they got to market it somehow. It's just moved to some other fucking portion of the fucking economy. And the chickens are oftentimes still raised the same goddamn way. Right? And if you watch any of those fucking vegan propaganda fucking films like Food Inc., you're never going to want to eat a fucking chicken for a fucking year. In fact, if you are doing a Google search right the fuck now, Google featherless chicken, because they're coming out with this shit. Featherless fucking chicken. Just like we engineer seedless fucking fruits, they're coming out with featherless chicken so they don't have to deal with the fucking feathers. Those fuckers look ugly. Oogly. They put the ugh in ugly. Fuck. So, Yeah, this is pretty much proof that being a partner hasn't really changed much about the way I'm going to do things. Because I'll still fucking do a Ramble video. I'm in my fucking underwear. You can't see, but I call it porky pigging. Not that I'm pigging out on fucking chicken nuggets right now. It's a Porky Pig. He didn't wear fucking pants. So, you know, that's what I call it. Lately, I've been in a couple fucking calls with some of the fucking most reviled YouTubers on YouTube. Ironically, it was Unworshipped Deity that introduced me to Brett Keane. And it was Unworshipped Deity a while ago that I remember for being part of the witch hunt against Life in a Tent. And just today, Brett Keane introduced me to Brian, Life in a Tent. And I got to see his new fucking channel. And he's trying to build back up. He's got like half the subscribers that I do today. But you know what? He's got name recognition as far as infamy, so he'll probably grow that channel a lot faster than I do. Plus, he's got the whole, you know, put a frame at the end of your fucking video and then say, hey, watch my last video, like The Amazing Atheist does and a couple other people. And I'm not going to do that. You know, it is a partner-like thing to do, but I didn't have to be a partner to fucking do that. And just because I became a partner doesn't mean that I'm so dedicated to fucking success that I'm going to fucking ruin the aesthetics of my fucking videos. And yeah, I think the Ramble's over. Or wait. Nope, it's not over. Go back to your fucking video games for another 5 minutes. Here we go. I got another response from Sugarland Wren in the whole you know, me telling people to use ad blocker whole thing in that discussion. And it has occurred to me that he does not know a couple things about partnership that I should have shared in other videos. You know, because I'm trying to fucking give all the information more freely than I got it my fucking self, just to leave these breadcrumbs behind. I can actually decide to turn off ads on my videos. My network does not tell me to monetize every video. They do not tell me that I have to monetize it in the way that they told me, but they do have instructions that I should put everything except for product placement. There's a box for product placement you can check. They tell me to check every other kind of ad. And as far as the true view in video ads, it depends on what network you're with as far as the length of what those ads are going to be. I imagine that a network could come along that would just put little 5-second ads, you know. But apparently, there are actually 2-minute, 20-second fucking ads. That's the longest one I've seen so far on the browser that I don't have ad blocker on, because I do like to see how ads affect shit. Yeah, and you get to click off in 5 seconds for the most part. I haven't seen one that you can't cheat with that, where they have this little timer for the ad. But let's say I'm folding laundry, I'm doing something else when I'm watching YouTube. I'm not just YouTubing. I'm multitasking, or I've created a huge playlist of people who made a whole bunch of 2-minute videos, and I click on this playlist and I add to this playlist, and then I go to play a video game and I let the playlist play on another screen, because I just like listening to people who ramble like I do. If I click on a whole bunch of different videos in the playlist, it is actually possible that I will watch more commercial, or have to listen to more commercial, than I will get actual fucking video. And that sucks. And that would be why Jason with a D was saying that he was thinking about going to Blip TV instead. Even though he's built up an audience here on YouTube, I don't know that even a tenth of them would follow him. But he might be happier without all those ads. Down to my last chicken nugget here. Coming up. Last chicken nugget. Made with real chicken bits instead of slime because of the hard work of protesters. Okay. So I got one more thing to say. I was in this fucking 2.5 hour long talk with people like a couple days ago, and we started pulling in the most like hated people on YouTube. I'll include myself there, you know. Had all these people in there, and it was a fucking screaming fest back and forth. I put the fucking video on my backup channel, and the James Pope edited down to just like the best, juiciest parts, and made a video called Hate Club. And people have been asking me if they can be pulled in to the Hate Club. I do sort of have a problem with it being turning into something like a dunk tank at a fair. I'd rather like a free-for-all on everyone, you know, type deal. And some of the people that were in the call were getting a lot more attention than others. But there will be more Hate Club calls. It'll be... I won't host it on my main channel. I actually do have an idea of where I want to like take this channel in the future. And some of it is rambles, like what you're listening to right now. But some of it is pretty processed, applied skepticism in the real world, you know. And I've got a bunch of my road signs of religious stupidity that are about to come out in a big block of videos. And that's the direction of this channel. And just because somebody makes a fucking tag video or makes a question video that they want everyone to answer to, fuck that, you know. I have my channel. I do what I fucking want to on my fucking channel. And you can do what you want to on your channel. I've had a lot of people ask me to make videos of a certain type, and I'm like, you know, my vision for my channel has nothing to do with videos that other people want to put on my channel. If I see a video that I want to put on my channel, it'll probably happen on Fridays. The hashtag FF means follow Friday. It's a Twitter thing. But I remember a couple months ago, DOS American Atheist was pushing for, hey, all the big YouTubers should mirror someone on Wednesday. Someone who made a video that doesn't have a lot of subscribers. We should spread this platform around. And then you know what he fucking did? He didn't do fucking shit. Check his fucking channel. Well, he could have privated it since then. But if you've been subscribed to DOS American Atheist, like I am, you'll know that he did not follow the whole be the change that you want to be philosophy. No, he just called for people to do it, and then the subject was dropped. Some of you people that might be listening to this might have gotten your first shout out from me. And I'll fucking get up on my fucking high horse when I say this shit. You know? I've privated a whole bunch of videos because of the whole process of becoming a partner. You know? And some of the shout-outs that I gave, those people didn't get enough shout-outs, so they quit fucking YouTubing or they closed their channel for other reasons. So there was no reason for me to have that fucking that mirrored video up anymore to promote that person's content. But those of you who have been subscribed for a while know I have fucking mirrored a whole bunch of fucking videos, and those people that, you know, say and don't do, I don't have a lot of respect for in that regards. Fucking do it. And if you want to do it with me, fuck the whole Mirror Wednesday or whatever the fuck DOS American Atheist was fucking calling for. Try the hashtag FF on Twitter. You know, follow Friday. And maybe we can, you know, merge the YouTube audience with the Twitter audience that might be looking at the same type of content, the same genres, and maybe we can bring some people over to YouTube as far as being subscribers to us. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. If you want to do it, fine. If you don't want to do it, fuck off. I'm still getting emails from people telling me that other YouTubers are underrated. You know what? I know. I fucking know. It actually kills a little bit of me every fucking time I see somebody being overrated. And then the next time I see someone who's underrated, I just want to fucking switch their accounts. You know, like, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, bing! Magically just fucking give the other person what the other person hadn't. And, you know, maybe if people quit watching crap, then crap wouldn't be so fucking popular. But I think the whole commentary, debating, fucking great debate, fucking genre of fucking videos, the people doing them are just a different fucking breed. And we're like 5% of the fucking world. And the rest, they like SpongeBob fucking SquarePants videos. I will say though, one last thing before I go, even though I just finished my nugget. I'll get two last things. This chicken nugget video was in response to all chicken with chithonius videos. Fuck you, chicken nuggets are American. And also, I know that there is another YouTuber out there who's probably going to say, "Oh, you stole Hate Club because I use the word hate all the time, and I'm the only person who uses the word hate. I'm the first person who's ever hated anything." Yeah, that motherfucker. Fucking ignore him. You know, blah, 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 fucking blah. Yeah, and the quote that I see on the Hate Club channel that just got made said, "Hatred is a gift." That's actually lifting from Rage Against the Machine when they said anger is a gift. So that wasn't stolen from him either. Yeah. That motherfucker stole fucking the stage idea from The Amazing Atheist. So, whatever.